Franke, the ex-husband of convicted child abuser Ruby Franke, says there are some big loopholes in the child care system, and he's calling on lawmakers to close some of those loopholes.
Today, lawmakers got a first-hand account from DCFS about what went wrong in the Franke Hildebrandt case and why it took so long for police to step in. Paul Nelson has more on the push to reform how cases of abuse are investigated.
This is a question that lawmakers say they've had for a long time. Why did it seem to take so long for police and DCFS to start investigating the allegations of abuse against Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt? But today, Kevin Franke told lawmakers it's because Jodi Hildebrandt knew how to play the system. Kevin Franke went before the Child Welfare Legislative Oversight Panel and told panel members that Jodi Hildebrandt knew the child welfare system like the back of her hand, and she knew where all the cracks in the system are.
I've come to learn that Jodi masterfully coached Ruby in navigating the child welfare loopholes in this state.
One tactic, keep the kids isolated.
Because of the complete isolation of my children, there was not sufficient evidence based on our current laws for government to intervene despite the clear red flags recognized and reported by our close friends and neighbors.
Another tactic Hildebrandt reportedly told Franke, don't cooperate with investigators. In fact, ignore them completely.
Not answer the door, not speak with authorities, DCFS or police, just remain silent.
Franke was finally able to speak with DCFS Director Tanya Myrup face-to-face for the first time since his wife was arrested. Myrup tells 2 News they don't have the authority to enter a home without a warrant, and the non-cooperative families can be hard to deal with.
We are then able to talk with our attorneys and see what we can do to continue to ensure that the children in that home are safe.
Myrup says they'll be looking at the system as a whole to see what needs to be fixed. Any policy that you can think of now?
I think that over the next year, and as always, we'll continue to look at just all of the system beginning to end.
Meanwhile, Franke also wants an audit of the Division of Professional Licensing to find out why Hildebrandt still had a license to give mental health advice.
Protect our children so that what happened to my family cannot happen to anyone else.
Now, members of the panel actually are planning another meeting in October with Doppel, and they're going to ask specifically questions about Hildebrandt's license and how she was able to keep it for so long. Paul Nelson, KUTV, 2 News.